Ooh, uh-oh. This is where we get the river crossing. Yeah, 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 yeah. So within the paperwork and everything with Ride with Locals, and the kit that we perhaps should be taking was waterproof socks. So because we're going to be crossing rivers, a lot of them. So I've got waterproof clothing, you know, all the Gore-Tex head to toe that I need. But you're going to be riding in rivers that are probably up to your knees and above, and you know your boots only go so high, so they might be waterproof, but anything that's above your boots is going to go in. So waterproof socks. So I'm thinking, you know, there's probably going to be, I don't know, 10 rivers to cross or something like that. And the first river crossing that we did, you know, Scully stopped right at the beginning of it, told us what to do, what not to do. It's quite funny actually. He said,
go quite slowly in the first gear, not too fast. And, you know, if you have some issues, then you are able to clutch the bike, and it is same as you are stopping in a parking place. You know, for my opinion, you can just clutch the bike and put the legs down.
He says, people seem to be scared to put the feet in the water. Don't worry about it, it's just water. Do not drop my bike in the water, because it'll take us 2 hours to put it right if you do.
The river crossing started slow at the beginning of the week, and then the last 3 days of riding, particularly the last but one day, I mean, I think we spent more time in river crossings than what we actually did on tracks. I was a little bit nervous. I hadn't done that many river crossings prior to going to Iceland, so I was a little bit nervous about how will I cope with not being able to see, you know, the stones and everything that I'm riding over, and trying to rely on the feel of the front wheel and as I ride over them. I've got footage of actually riding up rivers, and they're obviously not that deep because we're riding in them, right? But like we spent so much time doing it. Thank God for my waterproof socks, because yeah, we got a proper drenching whilst we were doing it.
I don't know, I just look right, like I was crossing a road. No boats are coming down, are they?
Some of them were pretty deep, I have to say. They came up to almost to the air filter on the bikes. So yeah, some of them were pretty gnarly, but all of us navigated them really well. And it was a massive learning experience for me, and a confidence boost actually to be able to. And that last but one day, I think we must have done 100 river crossings easily throughout the day. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Thank God for Gore-Tex kits and waterproof socks, because it really did make a difference.
God, that was a powerful one. I could feel that dragging me. Wow, look at this, folks. Unbelievable. This sounds, even when I say it now, sounds like it's unreal, and I'm exaggerating far too much, but probably between 70 to 100 rivers. It was constant. You're up and down these mountains. Every time you get to the bottom, you're crossing another one, another one, another one. Some of them were, you know, quite shallow. Some of them were deep with ice on the top. It was exciting. It was very exciting.
You just got to go for it. And look, if you come off, right, you've got a wet bike, right, and you've got wet yourself. But then that's part of the adventure, right, is that if you don't do it, I mean, a good example would be if you had said to me, Billy, on the first day, you are going to be riding at 90 miles an hour across deep sand, I would have said, you're crazy, there's no way I'm going to do that. But that's exactly what we did. And I embraced it and I loved it, and it was everything that I was hoping it was going to be. So when it comes to river crossings, just be careful, but go for it.
Oh, it's deep here. Got a bit deep there, didn't it? My top tips for crossing a river would be, again, first gear, get yourself comfortable, paddle if you have to, don't worry about the water, you know, your feet are not going to melt, just take your time, ride through it nice and safe. If you have to, walk it first just to check that there's no little surprises in there, or, you know, big holes or big rocks that are going to help you, you know, help to keep you upright. So yeah, walk it first and then just ride through, but take your time. Don't go crazy through it, just take your time, nice smooth motion, and thank yourself when you get to the other side dry. This river crossing business is bloody brilliant.